December 18 of Gnome Valley Christmas Adventure. Early in the morning, Falcon and Milvus go down the basement in the big old stump, but Theo, Totte, Hiera and Lisa follow them curiously. "What are you going to do today?" Totte asks Falcon and smiles. "Today we're going to get a Christmas tree," Falcon says and picks up an axe from an old chest. "Yay!" the children cheer at the same time. Can we come along?" Hera asks. "Of course," Falcon says and smiles. "Just be careful with the axes and saws. They're very sharp," Milvus says and shows the blade of his axe. Outside the big old stump, Grandfather Troll puts the harness on Bella and Billy. Grandfather Troll makes sure the wagon is secured and tight. Soon, Falcon and Milvus and the children get outside with saws and axes. Hera brings a first aid kit in case someone gets injured. "We want to help you, Grandfather Troll," the children say and look happy. "Oh, that's delightful. You children can get small branches to decorate the big old stump with," Grandfather Troll says, and everyone rides off. Totte and Buttio look curiously at the trails that the wooden wheels make in the snow. Soon the wagon stops, and Grandfather Troll picks out a nice-looking little spruce tree. Falcon and Milvus bring their axes and step towards the tree. First they knock on the tree to make sure no squirrels or birds are nesting there. Then they start chopping with the axes. Meanwhile, Grandfather Troll helps the children sawing off some branches full of pine needles. Lisa accidentally touches the saw blade and cuts herself on the saw teeth. "Ouch!" she shouts, and her hand starts bleeding. Hera brings out white sphagnum moss and quickly puts pressure on Lisa's wound. Falcon turns around to see what's going on when he accidentally cuts his foot with the axe. "Ah! Oh, what a blockhead I am!" Falcon shouts, looking at his bleeding foot. White sphagnum moss is good for wounds. White sphagnum moss is good for wounds. At least that's what Mom tells us," Hera tells Lisa, and both smile. Giti, I think Falcon needs a little help," Milvus says and looks at Falcon. Grandfather Troll and the children run towards Falcon, and Milvus helps everyone laying Falcon down. Milvus, put white sphagnum moss on the wound and I'll stop the blood flow," Grandfather Troll says and tightens a leather belt around Falcon's leg. Pavo sees everything from the castle and goes after his Marvari horse Ahimsa. Meanwhile, Milvus and Grandfather Troll attempt to stop the bleeding with white sphagnum moss and a belt. Grandfather Troll gathers the children when they hear galloping horse hoofs. "Oh, Pavo, how glad I am to see you. You came just in time," Grandfather Troll says, smiling at Pavo. "I can look after the children," Pavo says, smiling kindly. "That's delightful to hear. But first, call for Dr. Tornil. There's a red button with a secret black box, and in the box there are different options you can choose from." Got it, thanks, Giti," Pavo says and rides as fast as he can back to the big old stump. But Theo looks anxiously around. what's gonna happen to Falcon? Dr. Tornio is going to attend to Dr. Tornio is going to attend to Falcon's wound and stop the bleeding, Grandfather Troll says, trying to calm Butteo. And if the wound gets worse, he might have to amputate the foot, Hera says, teasing Butteo. No, don't amputate his foot, Butteo screams and panics. Now, children, calm down. Stop scaring or teasing each other, Falcon says, looking stern. A while later, a golden wagon, pulled by 7 white-winged horses, come flying towards the troll forest. Pavel comes back on his horse. We'll take care of this wound right away, Dr. Tornio says, looking at Falcon's bleeding foot. Lulia, the nurse, steps towards the upset children. Promise that Falcon's foot won't be amputated, Butteo says and looks nervous, with tears running down his eyes. Dr. Tornio is going to do his best, Lulia says and smiles. A while later, Falcon is placed into the wagon on a stretcher, and the winged horses fly away with Dr. Tornio and his wife Lulia. Pavel rides back to the big old stump with the children as Grandfather Troll and Milvus continue chopping the tree. In the big old stump, Queen Holia, Mama Gnome, and Tassel bring up the Christmas ornaments and decorations from the basement. Hera, Totte, Lisa, and Butteo get help from Pavel with decorating the entrance to the big old stump. Pavel notices Butteo is looking sad and comforts Butteo. Hey buddy, I don't think Falcon would want you to feel sad and worried. Christmas is getting closer each day, and Christmas is a joyful time full of laughter and love. I bet Falcon is going to be fine. Butteo smiles carefully. Soon the big old stump is full of Christmas decorations. All that's missing now is decorating the Christmas tree. Old classical Christmas music is playing on Grandfather Troll's gramophone. Later in the afternoon, Grandfather Troll and Milvus carry the Christmas tree and put it into the wagon. Then Grandfather Troll urges Billy and Bella to walk with the tree and Milvus in the wagon. A while later, Milvus and Grandfather Troll put the tree in the Christmas tree stand. Then everyone starts decorating the pretty-looking tree with glitter and ornaments in different colors. As everyone cozies up near the fire, steps are heard from the rickety stairs. The door closes and Falcon enters the big old stump. Butteo rushes towards Falcon and jumps into his arms. Falcon sits down on the stairs. Please don't ever hurt yourself again, Butteo says and looks sad. The other children gather around Falcon and Butteo to check on the bandaged foot. Well, I hope you now understand why we adults don't want you kids to handle sharp objects without supervision, Falcon says, smiling at the kids. That was December 18 of Gnome Valley Christmas Adventures. And I hope you guys like this one. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.